What's up, guys? Anthony Rodriguez here. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me here on my YouTube channel. This is episode 13 of my music vlog, Let's Talk Ants. And in this episode, I'm going to share what are maybe one of the things that people dig here at the studio when they come to record here. And it's books. You know, I have a few books that I've read in the past few years, and I showcase some of the top reads around the studio here. So I want to share some of them and, you know, perhaps motivate you to read. You know, everything is not always, you know, recording music and whatever. So there's always time to, you know, apart from the family, there's always time to read. And, you know, honestly, I haven't sat down to read a book in a while. But the books that I've read them from top to bottom. And I've taken a lot from these authors. So let me see if I could find the first one. Okay. The first one I have can be read. It could be read in a day, and it's The Art of War from Sun Tzu. This is a war strategist. It speaks about the different tactics and strategies to maneuver against your enemy, you know, things of that nature. And it's a good also method to use in life, you know, not in the literal sense, but, you know, in regards to looking at your problems and attacking them and having a strategic way of succeeding in all, you know, in all your life endeavors and journeys. So I read it. It's a great book, interesting book. It's pretty cool. And I highly recommend it. Okay, this is the fifth one. We could go by 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I guess. Okay, this is a cool book. Next book is a huge book. It took me a while to finish it. The 48 Laws of Power. I got this book years ago. It went with me on vacation. You know, we could put it to that point where I've taken this book on my vacation. Now, this is a book for those that are thinking about getting this book, to not really follow kind of the things that they have in this book. There's a lot of negativity in this book, a lot of cheating, a lot of bad things. But it shows you that, you know, the people that have gained power, you know, through history, the things that they did. It speaks about the tricks of Houdini, the magician, how he convinced the public that he was better than his foe. And this talks a lot about enemies, and it talks about, you know, how you can really convince people and kind of trick them. There's a lot of trickery stuff. So this is the kind of book that you learn of who did what in history, how they got to where they are, you know, what's, you know, like, for example, Christopher Columbus, you know, that he wasn't even a voyager. He convinced the queen to invest. So he walked into a party, faking it till he made it, type of deal. So a lot of those things are in this book of people, a lot of backstories, basically. So this is number 4. Okay. Next one I have here is, I wouldn't call it a religious book, but it does speak about King David. So over here. So it's a tale of 3 kings. This book speaks about the vision of the church. So just to get down to the point with this book, David, when King Saul was possessed and wanted to kill David, he left but he didn't take anybody with him. So basically, this is saying is if you go to a church and you want to leave because you want to leave, don't drag people with you. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what this book is about, and some other information about David's kids and stuff like that, the good one and the bad one, and how one of his kids basically got a whole group of people to go against David or whatever the case is. So basically, people in the church that start trouble, they divide the church and they take people with them, you know. So this book is also encouraging us to seek the heart of David, like David sought the heart of God, and you know, at that level, which is difficult. So this also tells us that a lot of us, majority of us, we have the heart of King Saul. You know what I'm saying? But not the heart of David. So it's pretty interesting. It's a great read. Check it out. I think this is we did 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the third pick. The next one I want to speak about is this one. Okay, let's get this one. This one, How to Talk to Anyone. 92 Little Tricks for Big Success in Relationships. This is a cool book. One of the things that I learned about this book is to not use your hands to speak like this, but to speak like this. You know, use your hands to really, like a conductor. You know what I'm saying? But it shows us what gestures to use. You know, the manners to speak. And a lot of the things I forgot, but one of the things I did remember was the hand gesture thing. And it's pretty cool. So if you want to improve a certain percentage of your communication skills, this is a cool book to get. This is I think we did Art of War, 48 Laws of Power, Tales of 2 Kings or 3 Kings, and this one, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Yeah, so this is one of the cool books. This is the 4th one. 5, 4, 3. Okay, I lost my number. I lost my count. Okay, next one. I'm gonna go over here. Which one? Okay. This one right here. Let's talk this one. All right. Next one is a pretty, you know, and a few things. The 4 agreements. Or 4 agreements, the 4 principles that the author speaks about here. It could be related to the Bible. It speaks about, you know, stuff from the black magic, black angel. I think I don't remember exactly what it was, but it speaks about 4 agreements that one should make, and it's pretty cool. I don't want to get into too much details, but the book does speak about magic and whatnot, and but the topics in regards to, you know, some principles, this is pretty good in that regard. Okay, sometimes, you know, you read a book, and you take the good stuff and the bad stuff that you don't believe in, or the stuff that's against what you believe, you just take that out. But you know, smart people would kind of catch on to, hey, this is in the Bible. This is ripped from the Bible, man. And they put it in other books. So I was inspired to read this because it was so popular. And I can tell you that, you know, just the 4 agreements, just reading it, let me just tell you. Be impeccable with your word. You know, the Bible says, let your yes be yes and your no's be no's. So this is telling us to be impeccable with our word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using words to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. So on. Second one is don't take anything personally. And this is pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Just like just reading these 4 things, they're pretty, it kind of hits home, you know. A lot of us humans, we take stuff personally, even though we say we don't, but we do. It's a good practice to not take things personally. And what it says here is nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Moving on to the third one, it says don't make assumptions. You know, we try to not make assumptions, but some of the times we do, and we're right. But not all the time. So it says here, find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstanding, sadness, and drama. Yeah, the last one is always do your best. The Bible always also talks about that. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstances, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. You know, so basically, you know, do your best no matter if to other people it's not your best, but you are doing your best. That's going to take you to the next level, you know? So there's a lot of people out there that have high standards, that they have the idea of having high standards, but, you know, for example, if you're a musician and you're, you know, doing your best, you know what I'm saying, but others think that you're not, what the heck do they know? You know what I'm saying? So always focus on your stuff. Always focus on improvement, self-improvement, learning, and growing. If you know that, you're confident that you're doing that, nothing matters. Nothing else matters. Trust me. Nothing else matters. Okay? And plus, you're doing something that others wish they were doing. And so, you know, they always like to mask with, oh, but, you know, you're taking shortcuts, or, you know, you're not, you know, this other person does it better, or whatever the case is. No, man. If you're confident with what you're doing and you're doing your best, forget about everybody else. So this was, so we have 1, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so yes, so we spoke about 5 titles here. I have more lying around. So, but you know, we'll get to that some other time. If you're interested in some of the books that I mentioned, check them out. You know, I don't have any. I do have affiliate links, and I'm probably gonna forget to post it in the description. If I find the affiliate link to these books that I mentioned, go ahead, support me. You know, I do get something, a few pennies from each. So, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. You know, I purchased these books because I wanted to. And then when Amazon came out with the affiliate stuff, I signed up. I was probably one of the first ones from hundreds to sign up when it first came out a few years ago. So if I remember the links, I'll share them. But yes, I recommend, you know, always reading, whether it be a music workbook or a title that, you know, might help you personally. You know what I'm saying? Every little inch helps. You know, every little investment that you make in yourself will take you a little further out. And I encourage you to, you know, self-educate, you know, self-help, you know, whether it be audiobook. You know, there's some books that I'm thinking of getting. However, I am still reading that I have not finished. This one, let me share this with you if I find it. I have no idea where I put that book. I think it's upstairs in my bedroom, actually. Yeah, it's upstairs in my bedroom. If you're a musician and you're into modular synth, get this book. This book right here. It talks about the Moogs, you know, some presets and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool read. I did not finish reading it, so I'm in the midst of reading it once in a while. No rush, I don't have to finish it tomorrow or anything like that. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. This was episode 13 of Let's Talk Ants. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, comment below. It's really difficult to get comments on YouTube. Across social media, it's difficult. Press the notification bell so you won't miss another video. And let me know if there's any topics that you want me to cover. I did a studio tour 2021. I am going to do one for 2022. It's just a matter of when I'm doing it. But I did want to cover today when people come here and they see my books, it's always like almost a guarantee that they're reading one of these books that I have here. Pretty cool. All right, guys. I see you guys on the next episode. Peace.